Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
More for silence. All right, let's start. Legislative Daily,
Here,
Legislative Nightingale is excused, Legislative Shea, Legislative Strong.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Motion for the minutes on December 4th, 2025.
I'll move them.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Being heard. Okay, move on to- All right, so there's no appointments. And I don't think that Steve is online or Chantel, neither one of them are available.
Correct.
But as they said that you could see some of their updates there, but they didn't have many. Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila has a short and sweet report. She will be retiring at the end of January. Her last day is January 29th. That's it.
And I think that you'll be possibly entertaining her replacement, but within public knowledge, you know.
Yes, that's
If you
ledge
vote-
one.
If you vote,
Yeah.
You vote for it.
That is.
Okay, all right. No pressure, okay. Fred and then Grace have no update. Christine, any?
No updates this time.
No update for her. And Tom Bunn,
Yes.
always an update in IT.
Yeah, so I did submit you my updates, just a couple key pieces I want to talk about. We were able to implement the AI training module email early this week, so that is up and running for staff. And another piece of the AI component is we did formulate an internal IT task force centered around AI. So I did want to make you aware of that. We are looking at a few different options as far as, processes and what projects we can kind of look at to drive efficiencies. So we're going to be meeting weekly going forward. I just wanted to let you know that we have established that internally for IT to start, and we might build that out to some other county employees as well. But with that, if there's any questions on our report, I had to answer them.
and I get one. Could you talk about what this countywide network infrastructure project is?
So this has been a project that's been going on for about 3 years. We initially took ARPA funding to help kickstart the project, which we purchased all brand new network hardware countywide. That was the first component of the project, of replacing all of the old hardware. The second part of the project was essentially taking all of the network configuration and redoing it from scratch. That is no easy feat. That is a tremendous amount of work. And that kind of is what we have been working on over the last couple of years here. The county office building closure did put a pause on that for a while, but now we are almost nearing the tail end of this, which is amazing. Amazing work by, several of our employees, including Jason Porter and Jeremy Bavone, who's kind of been spearheading this along with myself. But where we are now is we have got a complete redesign of the network in place. We have all of the hardware installed. We are set up at Auburn Fire as our new primary data center, and we will be closing the loop on this project with brand new firewalls that we put in place within the next probably 6 weeks. So it'll put a kind of a cap on the project.
Great.
Yep.
And just also the ERP solution, enterprise resource planning.
Yeah.
That really is, I guess, if I understood correctly, you kind of started that for a while. Then you had people trained, but then for whatever reason, you couldn't, or you paid for training. I don't know, but this is the whole backbone of consolidating functions within the county.
Yeah, it's more of a software solution that will drive many different processes within basically HR, operations, finance. But, one key component, so we met as a group, to take it back a little bit. We met as a group probably 3 or 4 months ago to kind of, rehash this whole project. We all decided as a team that it would make sense to move forward with a time and attendance module first. So that's kind of where we are. We met with a vendor last week to start.
Is that like clock in, clock out?
Yeah, so
Kind of?
basically right now we have a lot of manual processes that are going on, in various departments. We have some timekeeping solutions in some departments. Some use Excel spreadsheets, some use paper. We use various forms. We're trying to standardize all that. And really from an auditing perspective, from a centralization perspective, put it all into one solution. We did meet with the vendor last week. We went back and forth to do some information gathering, but based on those conversations, we kind of met today, myself, Shireen, Lynn, and others, just to kind of set what next steps are. That is going to be developing an RFP so that we can take this out on the street, get vendor proposals together, and implement a solution this year. We have the funding. Now is the time. We have the opportunity to move that forward. So that's kind of what our next steps are.
And for other departments that have paper timesheets, gone will be them.
Yes, we're working with all departments. That was kind of also the work that we've done over the last year or so, is gathering all that information, finding out what departments are, what they're using, and trying to come up with a plan that's going to standardize all of this.
And just this would help with standardizing payroll and those functions. Is that what this will do or no?
Yeah, so hopefully, it depends on what vendor we go with. Like, so ADP currently, we use ADP for our paychecks. If we use ADP with the time and attendance module, we would partner those two together. If we went with another vendor, like our finance system, Tyler Technologies, we would have to move our paychecks into that system and then integrate the time and attendance in there. So it's all about what the proposals look like, meet as a group, and determine next steps. But yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi there, I'm going early today.
Yeah. All right, some didn't make it, so. But you're out a little earlier. Any
Right, so
updates?
Yeah, you have my report there, and we're continuing to have events for veterans. We're having probably the biggest significant thing is we're doing a new breakfast out at Port Byron starting in February. And that will give us a monthly event in the southern part of the county, northern part of the county, and now more central in the county for veterans. And these breakfasts funded by the Dwyer program are a great way for veterans to come and get together and get them out of the house and meet some new people. And it's been working really well, especially the one down at Dugan's in Scipio. We've consistently hit around 40 people a month down there, and the one up in Fairhaven has actually gotten kind of larger than I expected. We had over 30 this past weekend. So those events have been going well. We're also doing an event for women in Weedsport. There's a ceramic shop there, and so we've got a few women signed up for that at the end of January. And still working with Vietnam veterans to identify veterans who are eligible for benefits, and also to honor veterans who have passed. Like, just for giving an example, today there's a lapel pin for widows of Vietnam veterans who died of service-connected conditions. And we've been sending out letters to make sure they're still getting property tax exemptions and other benefits they could be eligible for. But there's this pin, and a woman came in today and picked up one of those pins, and it was really a nice thing to see. So that's pretty much all I've got.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Kevin? Okay, thank you, Kevin. Moving on to GO1, authorizing the chair to legislate and the commissioner of Cayuga County Board of Elections to sign Phoenix Graphic Inc. contract.
Move GO1.
Second, Martin.
All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Thank you. GO2, authorizing the chair of the legislature and the historic department to renew a contract with Image Grantor LLC. Can I get a motion?
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Any questions, concerns, or anything, any questions about that at all? Okay, all in favor?
Right.
All right. GO3, Cayuga Community College, approving the collective bargaining agreement between Community College Part-Time Facility Group and the Cayuga Community College for the period of September first through August 31st, 2028, and that's September 1st, 2025. Can I get a motion for that one?
I'll move that.
Second, Mark.
Any discussion?
Hi, Cal.
Hi, how are you, everyone? I can
Good.
just briefly talk about that.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah, so this is our part-time faculty association. It's actually in 17 of our employees, the non-teaching. The teaching have already been settled. They get their any type of pay increase through their overload, which is it's kind of a complicated process on how they get their pay through their classes. But the non-teaching, they haven't had any type of increase since 2021. So the first year it's going to be a 13% and then a 2.8% increase for 26, 27, 27, 28. And again, it's for 17 members.
Kelly, I know you said they're non-teaching faculty, but what are these positions?
Oh gosh, so they would be that are considered faculty that probably like 10-month that maybe do I'm trying to think off the top of my head. They'd be some of the faculty that don't actually teach, but they work in admissions or they work in coaching. A lot of them coach, register students, things of that nature, but they're not actually in the classroom.
Okay, but they're called faculty, but they're non-teaching faculty.
Correct.
That's what threw me off. Okay.
Yes. And they're part-time. They're all part-time.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, so do we vote on it yet?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All
We
in
have a
favor?
motion and a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Moving on to Ledge 1, appointing the clerk to the Cayuga County Legislative Board.
For just information only, Brian?
Yeah.
Yes, because it'll be just.
Meeting, but so.
We're all aware. We all. Just let me get everybody aware. And other than that, there's any other business? Not, I get a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay. That's all in favor?
Aye.
As long as we're on a roll, I'd like to just get right into planning. That's okay.
Isn't it right? Yes, you can.
Fair enough.
All right. Members, Legislator Muldrow. Here, thank you.
You're on planning, right?
Yes, here.
Yeah, I'm reading it here. So.
Okay.
Legislator Nightingale's excused. We hope she feels better. Ann Thatcher is here. Thank you. And Amy Sargent.
Here.
You're the only one to respond. Thank you. All right, we have a quorum. Minutes to approve from December 2nd, 2025. And December 4th, 2025. I have a motion and a second.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Thank you. The list of appointments coming forth, the full legislature. Department updates, Carrie?
Good afternoon. Really quickly, 4 of those appointments are from me, so just to give you some background. The first 3 for the County Planning Board are annual appointments. We're trying to run down a copy of the bylaws that we have been appointing the officers annually every year. So that's what those are. And then the WQMA, the Water Quality Management appointment, Aula has chosen a new representative. So they have put forth Dr. Joya, and he would serve until he's replaced by Aula, like all the other members of WQMA. You have my report. It's nice and short this month. As I mentioned previously, the staff is adjusting and we're going through a diligent review of our required work and our open work, and we'll have a better report out in February of what we'll be working on, focusing on this year, and those items that unfortunately we won't be able to assist with or continue with at least from 2026. I have 2 resolutions tonight. Do you want to do those now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Make sure I have the correct order. Because sometimes my notes don't.
Housing studies first.
So happy to report, I think I mentioned last month, we've received all of the funding needed to finally do the housing study. So the resolution tonight is to accept all the various forms of funding. $100,000 from Northern Border Regional Commission, $20,000 from the Auburn Housing Authority, $20,000 from County IDA, and then there's $10,000 worth of work and free data report information coming from the city. Department of State, which awarded them a similar award as we're doing for our countywide strategic plan, encouraged them to use some of that state grant funding to do their own piece of the countywide housing study. So they'll be sharing all of that information with us free of charge to integrate in the countywide study, which is great. The resolution also authorizes me to work with our purchasing director to release an RFP to get a consultant on board and get this rolling.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion. PW 10, housing study.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Okay, so then 11 is the economic development strategy. Resolution is asking for authorization to put out an RFP and authorize the use of $70,000 of that $150,000 that was allocated for economic development in the 2026 budget for a county-wide economic development strategy. As many of you may remember from the caucus meetings, all the items in the proposal for that 150 are designed to set up a new one-stop entity, whatever that happens to be. This is the first step for that, is to identify all of the partners across the county, all of the various agencies, right, our typical players plus CATUSA and others that might be involved and what their roles will be, and give us some kind of guidance on how as a county we move forward or should move forward with economic development. I'll move it.
Second. Thank you. All in favor?
Can I ask you a question here for once?
You can ask me anything you want.
Okay. The hope is that the $70,000 consultant is the information that is prepared would be given to the county in time so that if there was going to be some budgeting for this economic development strategy, there would be time to consider it and put it in the 27 budget. Is that?
Yes, I believe so. I'd have to defer back to the full economic coordination group, but I think the objective is to start this as soon as possible and get it done before the end of the year. So that hopefully, that could be incorporated into the budget for next year. That is their plan with all of the items in their budget proposal. It would also is helpful for us to integrate into the countywide strategic plan as well. So it'd be a standalone report.
And the support for the SBDC, that is coming later, that is being considered, that is, who knows?
That, I believe that's coming later. Bob Griffin from SBDC wanted to have a conversation with the chair about how the preference to move forward with that request for that funding, contracting, et cetera. So I believe that conversation is being set up. And so
What their relationship with the county would be?
What the chair and the ledge would like to see as far as a contract or however to make that work. So the hope is that will be a resolution next month.
And you're gonna do the scope for the RFP?
Yes, yeah, we'll have a draft RFP. We have some examples of other countywide economic development strategies that have happened. Happy to share the draft with anybody who wants to see it before it goes out.
Will the Camoin report serve as a basis of all of this? Because there was a pretty comprehensive report.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, do we vote or we leave it off?
No, we haven't voted yet.
We haven't? We have motions?
We do.
All in favor?
Right.
Any opposed? Thank you. 11 is carried. Thank you. Ms. King, workforce development.
Good evening. I'll just highlight one of the things from my report. As you can see, I included a chart this time around. And every year we are evaluated on our performance, improve our performance outcomes. And this year we exceeded 100% on everything, which is great. The state negotiates with the local workforce development board to determine what we have to meet for our performance. And that is negotiated and determined, and then they come out after the numbers. So kudos to my staff because it's probably the best we've ever done. So I'm very happy to highlight that. We'll have a visitor from the state at the end of the month. We are audited every other year because we share a workforce development area with Portland County. So their term was last year, so this time we'll start this year. And probably the last time we'll be audited in conjunction with Cortland because as of July 1st, we're moving forward with the change in local area. So we'll be paired up with Oswego County, which is excellent news. So this hopefully will be my last audit in conjunction with Cortland. The only other thing I would add is that we've been down a staff person for our youth employment program, the federal or the state money that we received, the $400,000 to our youth program. We have not had a staff in that position since September, so we've kind of just been on hold and maintaining what we had and not really adding and spending the money as well as we should. Filled the position, and the gentleman that I've hired will start next week. So moving forward with spending the money and putting kids to work. So that's my update on that. And then lastly, you'll see a couple appointments were added for this for tonight. The Workforce Development Board, those were appointments that were previously made. However, they inadvertently missed the deadline to sign the oath book. So I will make sure that that happens this time and they will participate in it.
What happens if we don't sign the book?
I know how it happened.
All right.
That's all I have.
Any questions for Cal? Go ahead.
Did you move the catalyst from unmerging with Cortland and merging with Oswego? Is the state, is it redesign?
I would say it was probably a mutual push.
Okay,
Certainly the support of Cayuga County board members and the county in general probably helped with that, but it was definitely a mutual decision. And Oswego County's on board, so we're lucky to be able to do that. Eventually, you will see all of the areas are going to change. In the state, there are, I honestly, I shouldn't say I know the number, but there are a lot of areas that are single and they're going to redesign the state. We're just kind of going to be the first one because it's kind of needed. But after that, you'll see that the areas will be redesigned in the future. So just for funding, just have this many areas.
I think we're looking forward to working with Oswego County. Is that a fair statement?
I would say that's very nice.
Thank you. We're all set with Kelly then? Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you.
Jenny?
Good evening, everyone. Shorter report this month, kind of December, hard to get folks together for programming during the holidays. One thing I did want to highlight is next Thursday evening at 6 o'clock, in conjunction with the Partners for Healthy Watersheds group, we'll be doing a program on understanding the CAFO permit. CAFO permit is a concentrated animal feeding operation. There's a lot of misconceptions on what burners have to do that are under that permit. And a good way to kind of visualize that is in New York State, every dairy farm over 300 cows has to meet the requirements of the CAFO permit. So we're going to have some experts from Cornell, New York State Ag and Markets, and some farmers explain what that actually means in practice and what they have to do to maintain their coverage under that permit.
what did it used to be? Every farm with 300 cows. What was the threshold before?
So at one time it was 500 cows. In 20, it's been a while now, 2014, maybe, but about 10 years, they lowered it to 300 cows.
So it's not a change?
No.
Yes, that's what I was worried.
And when is that, Dan?
Next Thursday night, 6 o'clock, at the community college auditorium.
Okay, great. Thank you. that it?
Yep,
All right.
that's all I have for
Any
tonight.
questions for Dan? All right, thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Kyle, thank you for your report. I'm glad to see, the report on here.
Back in the committee. I have none to add to my written report. One thing I would highlight is we did a lot of grocery stores or I did a lot of grocery stores in December. And actually Mark changed the fee schedule because before we could do 5 at full price, everything else had to be, the next 50 had to be at half price. And now they allow us to charge full price for all the scales. So that impact is pretty nice for Walmart and what even do our grocery store.
Good. Any challenges or anything, everything going all right for us?
Everything's going great.
Okay. I do appreciate this report and your presence, so thank you. Back in the bowl.
Good evening, everyone. There are several things in the report that will probably come up during the resolutions. I don't particularly have anything to add to the written report that's there, unless there are any specific questions on it. But I do have several resolutions.
Who decide, like, what's the process for the rate? We increase it every year. Who decides?
They get reviewed every year by the Parks Commission. We make recommendations. They make recommendations as to increases. One thing I should highlight on there, actually, while you're looking at the rates on the first part of the report, is there's actually one that's decreased. So the Sterling Nature Center Shelter, 24, 25. The original rate was 500. We didn't have any reservations in it last year, so the suggestion was to lower that one. So that one should be, I don't know, red or have a negative in front of it. The rest of those that are highlighted are increases from year to year. And the only salary increase is obviously affected by seasonal positions, affected by minimum wage. Yep.
I hit your resolutions, though.
Sure. PW 13 is the first Parks one. That's the resolution to set the rental rates. That is the charts that you looked at the beginning of my report.
Minor increases. I'll entertain a motion for W 13.
Move it.
Get a second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
Sorry, I did go out of order. PW 12 was also a Parks one, so the one just immediately.
It's too late.
Prior to that. This one is authorized to accept a donation from the Friends and BOCES of a sculpture.
I'll move it.
Any questions on that before we pass it?
I do.
Go ahead.
What's the sculpture of? The sculpture will be a conceptualization of the former rocket slide that's here, and you will see drawings of it before it's manufactured.
Oh, that's cool. The old one that used to be here.
Correct, the
It's a
rocket.
very symbolic Emerson
It
Park.
absolutely is.
It's very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
All wearing the stars.
Yes, we are. We can feel it.
Oh, that's a picture.
I have a motion. Need a second?
What?
Resolution.
For the sculpture.
Move it. I'm thinking.
Second?
So you're seconding.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
My last one is PPW 14. It's authorizing the hiring of seasonal staff for the 2026 season. As I mentioned, the only change is the minimum wage laborer's rate.
And that also has a schedule in here from the chart?
Yes, it has in
Yeah,
the resolution list, the current rate, the proposed rates for this year.
okay. Everybody see that?
Do you have difficulty hiring?
No, traditionally for lifeguards occasionally, but the rest of the positions we don't have any trouble filling, or we haven't in the last 3 years, so.
So what are the criterion for hiring lifeguards?
Sorry?
Swimming.
For-
Swimming.
Yeah.
That's all you be certified, right?
Certifications.
You know, direct.
Fun.
All right, entertain a motion for 14. What's thank you?
I'll second.
Thank you. Back, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. That all you got, Bill?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Carl was excused, Carl Reinflush was excused because he's flat out like a lizard drinking with all these repairs. Kevin, how you doing?
I am good. Sorry about that.
Okay, you feeling any better?
Not really. Hopefully by the morning.
Well, okay.
Thanks for asking, though. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What do you got for us? Anything, the highlights of your report?
Well, I don't even have the report in front of me. There wasn't a whole lot on that report. We do have 4 or 5 resolutions in place.
Okay.
One for waste removal, power monitoring, feed water, and Sessler. Is there any questions on any of those?
Shall we go through them? And if there's any questions, you can answer. Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay. PW1 is authorizing the chair of the legislature to sign a 2-year agreement with Superior Waste Removal Incorporated for removal of trash and recycling from various county buildings. I'll entertain a motion for PW1, PPW1.
I'll move it.
Thank you. Any second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. PPW2, authorizing the chair of the legislature to execute various energy-related contracts in collaboration with Power Management Company, LLC, related to market trends and analysis. So how we look for the best rates of energy. I'll entertain a motion.
Move it.
Thank you.
Second.
Oh, my God. Yes, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
They're
Good
picking
job.
up for you, Bob.
Yes, yes.
Easy.
No, we're on the roll. PPW3, Chair of the Legislature to sign a 3-year renewal agreement with Feedwater Treatment Systems Incorporated to provide HVAC water treatment and Legionella management services for county-owned buildings.
Correct.
Anybody have any questions on this?
I do.
Go ahead.
Kevin, why is the Hardenberg building not part of this?
They don't have a chiller situation, or in the boilers, they don't have a boiler system either. It's just a natural gas furnace. So there is no feed water treatment for those.
Okay, I figured there was some reason, but
Yeah,
that's because that's not something that has to be monitored there.
Correct.
Yep, okay.
Okay, thank you. That was 3. Did we vote all in favor?
I'll move it. I'll move it.
Second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. PW4, authorizing the directing the chair of the legislature to enter into a contract with Sessler Environmental Services to construct 3 decontamination chambers, remove limited IT-related equipment, and remove Toshiba copiers from the county office building.
Correct.
Do we have any questions on that? No?
I do.
Go ahead.
If I don't ask them here, I would ask them at Ways and Means. This calls for $32,000 to set up 3 decontamination sites. Is that correct?
Correct.
So, and I understand why you want to get the copiers out of there because we're paying for them and they're just sitting in there.
Exactly.
There has been a lot of discussion about what about the other parts of the building in terms of removing contents? Are we going to have to spend $31,000 for decontamination sites every time we take the action to move more things out of there? I mean, it just seems like potentially a missed opportunity. Do they stay there? I don't know how it all works.
Yeah, I understand your question, and I have the same question. To I guess go through, and we haven't gotten any pricing yet on, okay, what would it be to go in there and clean and remove, personal items, photos, desks, chairs, and all of that. That, as far as I know, that hasn't even been discussed yet. The copiers.
But we'd have to do this, we'd have to do a similar thing and have decontamination sets up and all of that.
Lynn.
Lynn's got her hand up.
Yeah,
Okay.
the decontamination units will stay there.
Correct.
They will.
The other ones that were originally built on the other floors are still there. This is,
Correct.
they have to be built on these other floors that we've never taken anything off of.
Okay, so this isn't wasting the 30, they will still be in operation and be
Right.
available.
That's
Okay,
correct.
that was my
There,
big.
there will
that
be
was my-
more decontamination setups depending on what we do in the future.
One time?
Those the ones that are there will continue to use.
But is it a monthly payment or a one-time payment it's every month?
Is it a one-time payment for the 31
It's a one-time payment
to set it up?
and remove these copiers and a few limited IT equipment items.
And Lynn, I know the decontamination places can stay, but you're paying for staffing and people to remove all this. So this
Yes,
is,
they're removing them and they will clean those couple of items. It's a very limited scope.
okay. And at some point, we'll have to face the other parts of what else is left in this building. There's
Yes,
no
that will
doubt.
probably cost significantly more money. There will be storage to consider and a lot of decisions to be made. These are very valuable items, and plus we want to stop paying on the copiers, get them returned.
Totally. Okay.
Thank you. All right, and that's PW4. Entertain a motion
I'll move it.
in a second. Thank you, Brian.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? PPW4 carried. Okay, before I get to you, my friends, I owe Courtney an apology. So we need to get Courtney's report if she's, will forgive me. Got a lot of papers there, Courtney.
No problem at all.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. You have my report. I'm happy to answer any questions. I do just want to highlight a few things. Back in the December meeting, Chairman Anna had asked on the research side of things if we could expand our geolocation to 50 plus miles. So I have put that request in with our research platform, Zartico, to see if we can accommodate kind of a custom map for our county, given the fact that it could take someone more than 50 miles or 50 minutes, to get across our county. So I will update you on that. Another thing that we have done strategically, we are looking to bring more bus groups here. So our marketing director, Hillary Finner, is actually at the American Bus Association trade show right now, meeting face-to-face with motor coach and tour operators, basically selling our county. We've come up with a new groups guide, which is available on our website as well. Just really showing what our office does when it comes to motor coach and that group tour planning. One thing that we did do was submit an RFP to host the Association of Public Historians of New York State's Fall 2027 conference. That would bring 1,600 plus of the government appointed historians to the Cayuga County for their fall conference. A good sign is that they are coming for a site visit this week. So hopefully that does mean that we will get this RFP to host that conference. I do want to touch on America 250. We are launching our events grants for America 250 programming in early February. So this will nicely complement the events grants that are also being subgranted through the Youth Bureau. Much like you're probably familiar with the Erie Canal 200 bicentennial kind of regional branding that happened, we will be doing the same thing with America 250 so that we can help uplift all of these events and programs, not only happening in the county, but in the region as well. We have also launched I spoke about this in December, but we have opened applications for our Fund Developer Incubator. That will take place for the next 8 months, starting in January 22nd is our first class. This is a think tank kind of style program that we are providing to our area nonprofits for free to help them find some kind of fund development, financial sustainability. So this will kick off, applications are due on the 15th, but it will be kind of a rolling application process. It will have different speakers, different kind of course curriculum. So there will be a graduation at the end, and we'll be tracking these organizations that take part in this cohort to see actually how this helped them with their fund development. And I'll just close with our 2 winter campaigns have launched. These are the 2 campaigns that we issue every winter. It's the Hybridation and the Brave Women FLX to really help build some of that shoulder season momentum between January and March. Thank you.
Okay.
Lynn's got her hand up. Still.
Still up? You got something, Lynn?
I think
Good.
it's up from before.
I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
How many, those buses that come, do they stay overnight or are they just like a day trip buses that come in and leave?
It can be a mix of them, but specifically we are targeting these trade show. There's the American Bus Association, the Pennsylvania Bus Association in New York that will be targeting to have that more of a weekend or a longer stay. So this is something that this office is going to be putting a little bit more effort into. We realize that it's certainly a need, and we're going to look to see, how we can better communicate to the tour operators that we have this offering for them. We've already been working with our lodging partners. So we've gotten a lot of great feedback from them. So Hillary is out there right now meeting with all these bus group tour operators. So we will see what happens. But yes, Brian, to answer your question, it can be a combination of both, but we're really shooting more for those overnight stays.
Good job.
Okay. Thank you, Courtney. Brian, let's spend some money.
I don't have anything to add other than when we're not plowing snow, we're hauling stone. That's this time of year, so, and we've been plowing a lot of snow.
You stock up for the roads and stuff.
Yes, yeah, for spring projects.
Okay. You want to get into your resolutions?
Sure.
All right.
PW5 is, probably looks a little familiar because it's the 3rd time we've put one through for this No Road Solutions agreement. I think we finally got it to the point where we're happy with it. This is our asset tracking program that we have at Highway.
Okay. Entertain a motion?
Move it.
Second?
Second.
Second. Ooh. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? 5 carries. 6.
PW6 is, this is the authorization for the paving list. Just yearly January resolution. This authorizes us to start our paving in the spring.
All right. I'll entertain a motion for PW6 to the paving list.
I'm processing the information. How do you just,
Determine it.
yeah,
He has a list and
I have a schedule of all the roads.
it's just like the truck. Brian has a rotating schedule of the roads and mileage on the roads and. Is that right? Brian? It should be in your packet. I mean.
yeah. Yep.
List of the roads that he's gonna do.
And it's a moving target.
I'll move it.
Resolution just authorizes me to expend funds.
They have a motion. Second? Thank you.
You're projecting based on the money you have?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Because of cost, they changed the list at short time.
You reserve the right to have changes made to this.
People, obviously, we get a lot of questions about potholes and stuff, so I'm thinking
None of
about,
those are mine.
yeah, that's something
They're in the
different.
city.
Good answer.
What, potholes?
Waste no time with that one, did he?
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thanks. 7?
PW7 is to authorize to purchase the equipment for the highway department that was budgeted in the 2026 budget.
And we have a couple trucks, Brian?
Well, the equipment side of it should be a payloader and a shoulder machine.
I'll move it.
Girl. Oh, my God. Yes, all in favor?
All right.
Any questions for Brian on the equipment? Okay, pass. Thank you.
PW8 is to purchase the highway trucks that were budgeted in 2026. That's 3 4-inch trucks, 1 service body truck, and 2 10-wheelers. Snowplows.
Okay, you've got to keep the roads clear.
I will make a motion.
I'll second.
Any questions for Brian? All in favor?
All right.
All right. All right, Brian, spend it like you got it. Okay.
PW9 is to, again, this is the surface treatment list, which is our chip seal list. Same thing, it's just authorizing me to expend funds. And that's a moving target as well, depending on funding levels.
Okay, Brian, move it. My last one, okay? The only one I got.
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Any questions for Brian? I've been shortcutting through a lot of county roads last year and called Brian. And I wanted to let him know just how grateful I was. A lot of the county roads are beautiful. I mean, they really are. And they're smooth and I just think he does a great job. And I just want to publicly thank you for the job
Thank you.
that you did and keep up the good work.
All right, thanks.
All right. I hope I haven't missed anybody. No business before this. Huh?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
It's always tough being last, but you know, especially when there's. It gets, it's tough, you get confused easily.
Highlight all these departments so I don't miss any.
That's how it goes.
That's for last, Doug.
Didn't say Doug.
It's exactly, it'd be a lot worse, I can tell you. But for us, I mean, you guys got the report, but the thing that just dropped for us is the Agnon Point Source Grant Program. It's around 30. Webinar is going to be next week, deadlines in April. We've been working with farmers pretty much all year for when this program comes out. It's $25 million statewide. It's great. We apply 5 to 7 applications, maybe as high as 9 in the past. It's competitive. It's a 25 million. Usually there's almost double that requested. So we're in a good spot, good location. So our fingers crossed that some of those will get funded. But it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time meeting with the farms, getting what their needs are and putting a good proposal. That'd be the highlight I have. And then we've been getting a lot of Christmas trees. So we do the tree tree every year. We get about 200 plus. We're working with Extension and Planning Department and everybody. So they're rolling in, and then we usually chip them up and then use them for mulch on different project sites or in our sites.
When the farm accepts the grant, they still have their own cash they have to put out. I mean, and that's what you sell it, like, here's an opportunity for you to get funding
Correct.
for all of these best management practices.
Yep, proposals are typically anywhere from 50% to 75% state funding. So
Mhm.
depends on the project, depends on the landowner's interest. There's no special points given for watersheds or anything, but a project is more competitive if it's closer to the 50-50 type of rate. So sometimes we can marry it with federal funds, with USDA, our federal partners. So if they have a grant already, we can try and get whatever remaining costs of the projects through this grant, and it might be in a 25% share of stuff.
So do you tend to reach out and educate farms that this is an opportunity, or do they know about it, or?
A lot of them know about it, but at the same time, we send a blast out to everybody to let them know, hey, this is open. We're waiting for the webinar to come out because every year things change. So you want to make sure that you have the most current information instead of going off last year. So after we get a chance to review that, sit down as a group, I mean, there'll be 5 of us watching it and then we'll be able to explain the program for this year.
Any questions for Doug? I apologize for.
So, and I have no resolutions as usual. 10 years, I wouldn't know how to pull it together.
All right, thanks, Doug.
You bet.
All right, I guess the next, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move it.
Second,
Second.
all in favor? Aye, thank you. Executive session coming up?
Jonathan's not here? We don't wait till 6, do we? Uh-huh.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yes, why I hit it.
That's more than an hour.
I haven't eaten since breakfast this morning, so I know I want to go home.
Want
candy?
No, that's all good. I'm good. I'm all right. You're doing the stop away, get some by milk on the way home, so the rest of the kids.
Anything else you want to tell us?
All right. Ben Vitale is excused. Tom Winslow.
Sure.
Bob Shay.
Here.
Aileen McMahon-Coleman.
Us here.
Okay, she's excused. Hans Petcher.
Here.
Mark Strong.
Here.
Heidi Nightingale is excused. Elaine Bailey.
Here.
Amy Sargent. Here. Brian Muldrow.
Here.
Jonathan Anna.
President, please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for one sound. Thank you. Please be seated. The purpose of this meeting tonight is for an executive session regarding the collective negotiation pursuant to Article 14 of the Civil Law. And also the proposed acquisition sale needs to be a copy of the securities or sales of securities held by such public body, but only in public view that substantiated effect. There will be no other business we can report this evening. And the executive session will be a closed door session. If you'd like to return after the executive session, there will be a closed door session. I'm going to ask our attorney, Peter Jones, to stay along with our director of personnel. Our operations officer.
John, you're saying that you don't think there's any business that will happen after the executive session?
Correct. It'll
Okay.
just be adjourned, and I don't believe there'll be any other business that before the board this evening. With that said, we will go, we get a motion and a second to go into executive.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are going to go into executive session. I apologize if you all were everyone. Okay, so, obviously, the members of the CA here as well to advocate on their behalf. So thank you for coming out.